We continue our look at Madden ratings with a matchup of two former Oklahoma Heisman winning quarterbacks. Cleveland's Baker Mayfield is the 18th ranked quarterback with an overall rating of 78. Meanwhile, his fellow number one overall pick, Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray, is the 21st ranked QB with an overall rating of 77. Last year's dynamic rookie also boasts a speed rating of 91, which is second among quarterbacks. On that note, we welcome in one of our Marines game changers to the show, Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Appreciate it. Hope you and your family are doing well. And that's where I want to start with this pandemic that's going on. Have you had any talks with the NFL about potentially playing in a bubble type situation? And how would you feel about that?
No, I haven't. But me personally, I think it'd be kind of weird and different without playing, playing without fans. Played in front of fans my whole life, so I honestly, I know me and a lot of other guys would prefer to have fans in the building. So I just think that's, probably the consensus around the league.
Kyler, thanks for being on the show, and make sure you tell your pops I said, hey, let me get right to this. Are you guys concerned at all or worried that there might not be an NFL season, or has that been something that hasn't even crossed y'all mind as NFL players?
I think everybody's just worried about their health. A lot of guys, it's how we make money. A lot of guys, we all love to play football. So, it's kind of, we're in the middle of not knowing, what the virus is, how serious it is. Obviously taking it very serious, but, we don't want to go back and go play football. It's a contact sport. Everybody's close. Everybody's breathing on each other. And then everybody goes and brings the virus back home. So it's just a dicey situation. I think we're all just trying to figure out what's going on.
Kyler, if and when you do play this season, you're going to be throwing the ball to DeAndre Hopkins. You already had the last generation's best hands ever in Larry Fitzgerald, and now you have this generation's best hands ever in DeAndre Hopkins. Can you just take us through the moment when you heard, or the moments after you heard, that DeAndre Hopkins had been traded to your team?
Yeah, I was working out probably two and a half weeks before, it got announced, and I didn't believe it. As soon as I was told, went to YouTube, watched his highlights, and obviously, I know a lot about DeAndre, watching him for years, but just I didn't believe it. Even, I knew 2 weeks before, and I still didn't believe it until they, tweeted it or whatever it got announced. But man, I had a smile from ear to ear. Obviously getting to work with him a couple weeks ago. Great dude. Loves to play football, and I'm excited to have him.
Kyler, we all know you got a cat like D-Hop, and we know what y'all are capable of doing. You threw for 3,722 yards last season and 20 touchdowns. But what I want to ask you about is running the football, because you ran for about 544 yards last year. But when you see the greatness that Lamar Jackson has put on display, particularly with his legs, we all know what Deshaun Watson could do if he decided to run the football more. Have you thought, after your first year in the NFL and you reflect on last season, do you believe that running the football a little bit more is something you should do next season and beyond?
Definitely. I mean, that's part of my game, using my legs. A lot of people don't really understand, how the game works. For me, it's just about getting the feel of the field. And playing against different competition. Everybody's better. Guys are faster. Understanding what I can't do. In different situations, and that's just part of going through the process, growing pains and playing the game. It's all in the reps, and as I got more comfortable, started to take off more, started to pull more zone reads and stuff like that. So I just think the more reps I get, the more comfortable I get. I'll just be myself, just playing freely. Obviously, not saying I wasn't playing freely, but there's a rookie year, getting used to the league.
Kyler, in the past, 22-year-old rookie quarterbacks did not start all 16 games usually. That was unusual, and certainly very unusual to have the kind of production, the kind of season you had. Where do you think you are in your career? Like, that was as a rookie. Now, what are your expectations as a second-year player? Do you feel that the elite is within your sights? Do you feel that that you're a good NFL quarterback, an excellent one? Like, where do you want to be in your second season?
Yeah, I think that elite is definitely, something everybody's striving for. I don't really like to speak on too much of what's going to happen or, stuff like that. I just like let my play speak for itself. Um, but I mean, I've always been that dude at football. No matter what age group, it was, whatever year it was. But like I said, being a rookie in the league, it's not easy. Most people, they don't really understand how hard it is to play quarterback in football in NFL. So um, it's like I said, it's not easy. Playing all 16 games, I prided myself on being there for my teammates and making that happen. And trying not to get, like I said, hit all the time or, taking a lot of big shots. So just being there for my team, was the biggest thing for that. But I definitely believe, being elite is, the next step, taking that next step.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.